My name is Engineer Patrick C. Ndubueze. I'm a former member of House of Representatives. I've come here to represent Imo North Senator-elect District, popularly known as Ndubueze. APC.
Okay, so with the experience you have in the House of Reps, what are you bringing on board in the Red Chamber?
I had a quite refreshing experience in the House of Reps there. But what I'm bringing on board now is, I'm sorry, I have to be blunt. I've seen Nigeria degenerating so much beyond the 1960 independence. And you know, the Civil War period is beyond the 1960 independence. Great division. There was division. And it's like that now. My mission is to bring in bills and let us pass laws that will reunite Nigeria. If you watch, most people are not proud to answer Nigeria today. So we must make people to be proud to be Nigerians and answer Nigerians. It's just that. We should bring up bills, formulate bills, obeyable laws that will make people love a country, Nigeria. One, I found out that Nigeria is very, very rich, stinkingly rich. But our riches are being misappropriated. Are you getting my point? Our riches, our commonwealth, that common patrimony, being mismanaged, being misappropriated, being siphoned. So let us come up with a bill and pass the law that will now bring back order in this country. If you have listened to Maitama Sule, he said during the Civil War, they went to consult somebody, maybe a lawyer, a high place abroad. What can we do to get Nigeria to have peace? And he said, as long as, if Nigeria don't organize themselves, they can be in that war for the next 20 years. And even after the war, they have other issues that they cannot settle. Why? Because the wealth in Nigeria is too much for the Nigerians, for the population to share. And that's what's happening. So our wealth is being mismanaged.
All right. Okay, talking about mismanagement of wealth, currently in the House of Rep, where there's a rancor concerning the Ways and Means. And in the Senate, they just approved a whooping sum of money for the Social Safety Net program. And they keep approving and borrowing money. What do you think is the way out of this?
One, I'm not in the present House of Representatives. I've served in the past. I'm not in the present Senate. I've served in the past. I don't know. I don't have full information what informed their giving up such approvals. But like this $800 million they are talking about, even if you give $800 billion for social intervention and remove subsidy, it will not work. One, who is sharing the money? To whom are these monies being given to? It's a point. Are they sincere? It's a point. However, what we need to do, and that's what I've expected this government to have done, build refineries. They will have been able to build up to 6 refineries. After building it, privatize them and automatically remove subsidy. The price of the components of our petroleum will not go as high as we are thinking. As long as you are not exporting crude to be refined outside and buy it there to import back, I mean, we hate ourselves by such actions. So if you want to cure any ailment, go to the roots of it. The roots of removing subsidy is by building refineries. And we may not wait for individuals to build. Government can decide to build refineries. If you are afraid, who will it be given to? They might say, build 6. And after building 6, hand it over to people from all of the geopolitical zones. And immediately they have gone into operation, remove subsidy. As good as that. You are not doing even the masses any favor by dashing them money. Listen, check your life. You are not less than 21. Check the way you use the money you've earned and the way you use the money dashed to you. We are taught in our childhood never to accept fish from anybody, but accept nets. You can fish for yourself. And any other thing we are doing, we have not started. I read civil engineering, I read economics, and the much knowledge I have from economics, we are not yet practicing. And we need to be sincere, we need to be sincere, we need to be sincere. Why I'm pressed that we should do something right. Some people may say so that your children will be able to come back and live here. That's good too, but the major thing is this: if we don't take time, a time will come, maybe in the next 10 years, that once you're identified outside as a politician, people will not know, the youths will not know whether you are the rightful person or the wrong ones. They will go after you and lynch you. We have seen our leaders attacked abroad. We have seen a minister in one of the West African countries attacked abroad in the past. Those ones is just information they are sending to us. It will stand in this country and may start more in the north. So I know what's happening in the east. I know what the agitation, what it's all about. It's not separation. Nobody wants to exercise himself out. People want freedom. People want the space to compete so that we can grow.
What's your take on local government autonomy? It was not passed at the state level, and this time around, do you think it should be visited?
But why should we be marking time on one issue? We do it for 20 years. Obi is a boy, as you are. If you have a son and he is in the primary school for 20 years, will you be happy with him? So, you see, we should query our state assembly members. And you see, if you get autonomy at the state assembly levels, it will help us that men of conscience, men of integrity, will also aspire to be at the state assemblies. And if they are at the state assemblies, they will speak and do the wish of their people. Ask me, most of the people elected, whether Senate or Rep or State Assembly, how many of them get home to consult with their people and come to the floor of the house to speak the mind of their people? That's another thing. So, if the State Assembly member can deny himself autonomy, how do you expect him to grant autonomy to the local government chairman? Mark you, by the time the local government is made autonomous, watch out. The quality and crop of people that will be coming to lead at the local government level as chairman, things will change. So there are a lot we need to do in this country. And you people, the pressmen, you have a lot to do. Do you run investigative journalism? What is happening in Zamfara? Our leaders may be part of it. It's our common patrimony, the gold there, the finest. You people run, you people expose. That's the point. So, I am saying that every person should rise and contribute. It's just like when we are talking of, state policing. I will not agree to state policing. Nigeria is here to get matured. You know why? It will be under a particular person in the states. And we may misuse it. Even if I'm the governor, I may be tempted to misuse it. But if you can do it regional policing, which would not be under a particular governor, nobody will misuse it. But that is better than having federal police. The federal police, we are not using it very well. It cannot serve us. But regional policing will serve us very, very well. Reason, at the various regions, the DIG that will man the police there will be from such regions. So nobody will not accuse, Igbo man will not accuse Hausa man to have come to this place to extort him. Hausa man will not accuse Yoruba man to have come to kill his people, and so on and so forth. And the issue now is, we are not just coming to legislate. We should wear our thinking cap. As we go home, we should think what is good and what will be good for Nigeria, and come to the house and sell it to the people. And we should be sincere too. For no matter how the present situation is favoring you, think of 10, 20 years, 30 years to come. What you are doing today will impact that years to come. What do we do to change the scenario? Why are our people running away in America, Germany, UK, everywhere? And those are best bred, jumping out to do what? If you are referred to any hospital in America, don't be surprised when they tell you, refer you to a specialist. Did you get the word? What they call special specialists. That's when another person must have done operation, another person to enter into that brain, they refer you special specialists. I know, guess what? They searched and you got booking for 9 months time, so you have to wait for the 9 months. And by the time you meet that person, he will see your name and speak your language to you. You are ashamed